What's good, y'all? We back at it. This one is from Arrestflix. Haven't seen it as always, guys. We about to watch it together. Apparently, it's a young lady who's about to find out that I guess fraud is not her ministry. We about to watch it together, man. Let's get to it. If you don't want the commentary, click the link in the description, man. Just click the link. Go over to Arrestflix sub, hit the bell for notifications. I only do these videos here for my audience. We not wasting no time, y'all. Let's get into it. Come on.
Friday night,
You said you checked into the room Friday night?
I explained to whoever was on duty that night that my card wasn't working, and I showed them my card on my Apple Pay. She allowed me to get the room, entering it in, and then
Entering like your card number in? Okay.
right, she allowed me to do that. I allowed the room. I've been here for 2 days.
Okay.
My card declined, which is okay. Not nice decline. So I spent all day yesterday, trying to get the money, trying to get a way to pay you because, like I said, my card was broken. So I'm trying to get the money to pay you now. Every time I try a transaction, my bank is blocking it because at this point you've already charged me twice. So it's blocking. So I called my brother and I asked my brother to help me get it. And he did. Here's my receipt. And now they're not allowing me to get my items out the phone.
What you said this is the receipt?
These are the receipts.
So is this for your first transaction?
That's for everything.
So what you see there is from our end.
Okay.
Yeah, that's I mean that means nothing.
Oh, so you paid for everything and they just won't let you get your stuff? Does that sound right? Here, let me run this back, man. Let me run this back some. All right, because her finesse is just not smooth enough.
And now they're not allowing me to get my items out the phone.
What you said this is the receipt?
These are the receipts.
So is this for your first transaction?
That's for everything.
So what you see there is from our end.
Okay.
Yeah, that's I mean that means nothing. All we're asking is if you show us the authorization on the bank account. You don't even have to show us anything else. Yeah.
So for
punch in any kind of card.
Yeah,
you
correct.
physically have one. That's our policy.
But I said, if that was your policy, then I would not have a room at all. You see what I'm saying?
Well, like showing an authorization should be pretty easy, right? If it's your card, I would think.
Your other employee, that's something you need to take up with your business. Then I wouldn't even have a room right now.
So
you followed your policy.
So
now you want to follow
hold on. So when you first got here, right, you punched the code in, right? Did you just happen to remember the code, or how did you get the code?
No, I had it sent to me on my Apple Pay.
Hey, people be using Apple Pay for scams and fraud. People be trying to use that Apple Pay, and it's only a matter of time before it catches you up.
It's like this, and I showed them my ID and everything.
That's not even the last four on there. There's 4427.
Yeah, you have
Oops.
Yes, because when I tried again, it declined. So I had to call my bank and I keep asking them to help me get another one.
So where's the car?
Where's the car? That's what I'm saying.
I don't have this card. I had to order a new card.
Yeah, when you order new cards, they don't give you a whole new number. You keep the same number.
No, you don't.
You do because
it's lost or stolen, and so you get a whole new card.
Do you have the app that shows this card? No. Okay, so what do you have now?
I just have another one from when my transaction got declined. I called my bank and said, hey, I don't know why it's blocking my card. Can I please get another one? And I tried again, over and over again, and it kept declining. That's why I had to ask my brother to pay for it.
Okay, so which one's your brother's card?
This one.
We need some documentation saying that proves otherwise.
I don't have anything otherwise. I don't live here. I was traveling here.
Oh, of course. I'm not even from here. I'm not even from. Go ahead and take you a shot. Come on.
My stuff is locked in the room. You won't give me my stuff. I never heard of nothing like that. So now you want to follow your policy after my card declines. I try to get you paid. I get you paid so I can get my items.
So he's a director, right? So hold on. He's a director, right?
Can you show me the policy?
Can I talk?
Uh-oh.
He's a director, right? I don't know what happened between you and the previous employee to where that individual might have let you done something that they're technically not supposed to do. So that means he knows his policy. That means he's. I'm not saying you do, but that doesn't matter. When you come in and become a guest, if you read the policy or not, you are technically blind by what they have. Their set rules. Okay. So what he needs is we need some kind of documentation saying that these cards are tied to you.
What'd you say?
At least the first.
Gotta get on that phone.
Your brother or whatever. We need something.
Gotta get on that phone.
Can I see the policy?
Do you have an ID on you?
No, I don't.
Hey, look here. Listen here, man. If you're going to try these schemes, these scams, and these hustles, you need to think it through. You really need to think it through. You can't just sit here looking crazy, talk about, so well, let me see the policy then. That's not going to work. That's not going to work, especially if you got like multiple numbers and you can't prove that none of the numbers are yours. Well, let me see the policy then. Not going to work. As soon as the cop said, let me see the policy, not going to work. It's not. It's not. And you got to work on your finesse. Work on your finesse game, man.
Hold on. One step at a time, right? Well, you're trying to get your stuff back, right?
Yeah, so I've done everything that they've asked me to do. I'm not being difficult. If he can show me the policy that says I got to show you a bank statement.
And what if he don't show you the policy? Then what you going to do? All that, ooh, you need to show me the policy. That's as if you hold the cards. That's as if you have the leverage. That's as if that's your business and the police are there on your behalf. They're not. They're not.
They're not understanding.
So who do you bank with right now?
What?
No, who do you bank with? Not whoever's on the phone. You.
I got 3 different bank accounts.
Okay, so show me the bank account.
Of course.
4427, the last card you used.
There it is.
What do you? I don't understand how you don't have it. Attached
I don't understand why I can't get my items.
We're trying to work through it.
How? This is not working through it. Y'all holding my stuff
are
hostage after I have a receipt for payment.
This happens all the time. People use fraudulent credit cards, fraudulent. Listen,
but I would have left. I got hair products and phones.
Okay, can you relax? I'm trying to explain to you why we're going through this process, why we're having this long, delayed process.
Yeah, like the fact that you paid for it, but can't really, well, not really. I mean, you can't verify that it's your card to begin with. Man, that don't work.
That's right. You're talking about why do you have to go through here? Why are you taking his side? I'm trying to tell you why.
I'm taking his side.
I'm not taking anyone's side. I'm not. If you could provide proof that these are your account, because that's what they're doing. Because right now, that's not true. This fraud. If you're using someone else's card, it's fraud.
Fraud. And by the way, guys, he is there to take the side of the business. The only way he wouldn't take the side of the business is if the business is just all the way strong and in the wrong. Okay, all the way in the wrong, then he's not going to take the business side. But the police are there to protect people, of course, but they're there to protect property, businesses, and business owners. Come on.
Also, she left a name and birth.
The first call was made by Mimi yesterday.
Oh, see, the first call being made by Mimi, they already was suspicious. Mimi made the first call. How you gonna come in there and try to do a finesse after Mimi done made the first call?
Midday and that
Same person?
same that were 2 females, 2 males. Last night when I called the one male, it seemed like I tried to get up into the room. I called. He was up. He left before they all got here. So
She's the only one left right now?
yes.
I need some documentation for these cards. Then who gave you access to them?
I didn't lose nobody else's card. I called my brother and asked him to help me pay for the room because my card kept declining.
Okay, and how did he give you a screenshot? Did you punch the numbers in?
No, the lady punched the numbers in.
What's your brother's name?
The lady did it.
What's your brother's name?
Here we go.
Hello?
Of course.
I haven't texted to you. Never give your name. What's your first name? Taylor.
Yeah, Graham.
How do you spell that?
Graham.
M?
Ham.
M. Okay, what's your date of birth?
And you have that name on the reservation? Yes. Did she have to show an ID to come in? No. So she has an ID on her.
So the issue is that she's using her wallet, her card in her wallet.
Yeah.
She banks with Bank of America. Bank of America does not give her temporary. I have Bank of America. They will give you a temporary card. So that's what struck us nervous. We allowed her to go ahead and insert her card. It's not her card. It's somebody else's card.
Do you know what name of that card is?
We don't know. She said she never had a card. So the night auditor, they basically allowed her to.
Well, how they don't know the name of the card? I guess when you run the transaction, I figured it would say the name, but maybe not. Well, actually, on that end of things, they probably don't see anything.
Because it does give you a prompt if you can't swipe it. It allows you.
If you're supposed to be able to see it. Night auditor just didn't do that.
Correct. And that's why we're asking her, but she's not.
I'm trying to see his policy.
Okay, but look, you don't.
It don't matter what the policy says. Okay, seriously, it doesn't matter what the policy says. He could have made this up right then. It don't matter. The fact is, you've got credit cards and you cannot verify that they're yours. And basically, if a room was rented, a room is already paid for, a crime has already been committed if them ain't your cards.
You don't dictate what's going to happen. All right, I need to see.
That's a part of me solving that's a part of me defending myself.
Once you provide me with documentation saying these cards, you have authority to use these cards, they will give you your stuff back. But right now,
have to do that.
You can find a way to pay anybody. But if you need to provide.
Gave authority to use his card. They should have said
What's your brother's name?
They should have said that.
What's your brother's name?
I don't have to give you his information.
Why are you still not providing me information with your bank, with your first credit card, the 4227?
Because I honestly feel like I don't have to give you my personal information.
And this is not how somebody would be moving if it was their card. You know what I'm saying? If it was somebody who was their card and they don't want to deal with the hassle, they'd probably be mad, probably be upset or whatever. They're like, here, fine, here's the card. They eventually would show it to you. You know what I'm saying? They eventually, the fact that she can't show it, the fact she's not giving her brother's name, you know what I'm saying? You got two cards. You can't prove neither one of them. You can't pull up your account online. You can't get on the phone with your bank. The fact that she can't do that says everything they need to know.
Like that.
Where are you going?
I'm leaving.
Where you going?
You can't leave.
See?
You're detained.
For what?
Huh? Because right now you're suspected of using fraudulent cards. So you're not.
No, y'all won't even give me my stuff.
No. Because the name you gave me didn't return, and the date of birth did not return out of South Carolina. If you ever had an ID or a driver's license out of any state, that means you would come back on file. So besides being suspected of using fraudulent cards to have a hotel room, right? Now I'm suspecting that you lied to me.
You messed up.
I came back and paid. I didn't have to come back.
That's two crimes. You done messed up. You gave a fake name and potentially, you know what I mean, you committed fraud.
Hey, if I was going to use somebody else's items.
That's not the problem.
That is the problem.
The problem they're having is they need authority. They need authority. They need authority.
I literally could have left.
And you're not providing any details.
You literally could have left. She's telling the truth. She literally could have left. She could have left all of her stuff in that room and just took it as a loss and kept moving. That's what she could have did. Instead, he decided to call the police about her luggage. I forwarded through a little bit on the intro just out of respect to Arrest Flicks with their commentary. She called saying, hey, they're holding my stuff hostage. Now look, she's jammed up. This is how you know fraud is not your ministry. Scamming is not your ministry. Ma'am, you need to find yourself a good church home. You need to find yourself a different social circle because it's three other people involved that ain't there, but she's left holding the bag. This I'm trying to tell you. If you're going to live on the other end of the law, if you're disorganized, leave organized crime alone. If you're disorganized, leave organized crime alone. I hope this helps somebody. Come on.
Regarding those cards, I'm telling you, what you pay with the first card, it does matter. And the money already went through. What does it matter? It does matter because when that money doesn't go through, when whoever's card that was that you used or someone else's card they used, and they see it's fraud, they're losing money on their end. So that means you got a free stay. Go ahead.
And then number two, I just paid $2,700 and you still won't give me my stuff.
Listen, if you want this,
why would you pay $2,700 for a hotel room? You know how much money you got to make? In all fairness, she's not the one who paid, right? So whoever paid for the room, whoever's card they took. But this is what gets you. You're trying to be lavish. You're trying to floss. Okay, you want to do the little Instagram reels where you're showing where you're at. You know what I mean? How fancy and lavish the hotel is. Probably wouldn't have had this problem if you'd have got you a little room at the Red Roof Inn. Probably wouldn't have had this problem if you got your little room at the Econo Lodge. Probably wouldn't have had this problem if you got yourself just a small room just to get by, not pay a whole bunch. But nah, $2,700 for a hotel? Are you a celebrity? Are you an athlete? Like, what are you that you're paying $2,700 for a hotel?
Resolve, provide proper authority of those cards, right? Give me your real name, date of birth, and guess what? We'll go up there and get your stuff, and I'll help you get it out of here.
She know
but
it ain't.
Right now, you're not providing those two things.
The cop know it ain't hers. Okay, these type of low-level schemers, low-level fraudsters, and low-level scammers, all they do is get themselves jammed up. That's all they do. Like this girl done committed like 3 different crimes. She done did the fraud and she done gave her fake name. Okay, so that's 2 different things that she got to deal with now because y'all wanted to come up in here and get a $2,700 room. It is always they're wanting to be lavish. It's always wanting to floss. Their greed always gets them, even if it's a little bit of money. It's the greed that has you going into the bank with a lace front talking about, yeah, this check is $50,000 and yeah, somebody just sent it to me. It's that old goofy shit. I'm telling you, man, like if you don't have the intellect and the wherewithal to commit fraud, leave it alone.
Because it doesn't make any sense that your first card that you paid with, you don't have it with you, right? You say you don't have no online banking, which I know that's not true because every single bank nowadays has online banking. So who sent you the number? The company did?
Yes.
And for clarification, guys, we preach the good gospel of being a square on the Heavy Gantt channel. So I'm not telling anybody to commit fraud. Leave everything alone. Get you a good job. Start a business. Be a square. Come on.
Okay, where's that? Where's the picture? The company sent a company, right? You said that they didn't accept Apple Pay, right? So you got card information, right? Where's that image? That's what I'm looking for.
They gave me a new one.
I'm saying
it deletes.
What do you mean it deletes?
I don't know. I just got a new one.
Who'd you get it from? Who sent you to it? Who sent you that card?
My bank.
Well, who's your bank?
I'm not
But do you see it? Doesn't
Right.
make any sense. What?
So the night auditor let her punch in the numbers to that card. Didn't actually show it. They don't know what name is on. She just punched it in.
Okay.
So they said that was
Their mistake.
their mistake on that part. So they're checking what name that card is under.
So they made an
Okay.
error. And now
Okay, so they made an error. Okay, cool.
I can't
Correct.
get my items.
Correct. So that's what you're saying, right? You went in there, you punched in the number, right? And they don't allow that. But they're making sure that if this is fraud, that they're not going to lose money. Give me your ID, right? And provide me proper documentation, provide me and them proper documentation that you had authority to use a card. See, but then you're saying no.
I'm saying no because y'all not. That's not how I booked this room.
Okay.
Let's say hypothetically this is fraud. I'm not saying it is hypothetical. Let's say it is, right? Guess what? The bank, they're going to lose money because the individual whose identity those cards belong to are going to lose money. They're going to make a claim, and the money's going to get pulled.
Can you excuse me? I'm on the phone with my
You're
lawyer.
detained.
I don't care.
But you can't walk away.
Oh, wow. She's a high profile client. If she got the lawyer on the phone, what, 8:26? Is this AM or PM? I can't tell. This is probably AM. So maybe she's high profile and maybe she's on the phone with her lawyer. Let's see.
I'm on the phone with my lawyer. It's a private conversation that I'm having.
Hold on.
Uh-oh.
I'm
Here we
gonna
go.
put you in cuffs. Chill out. Have a seat.
I'm on the phone with my lawyer about how illegally.
Let me talk to your lawyer.
How you're illegally.
Rapper clause.
Because you're trying to walk out, and I'm
Because
telling you
use
to
the phone in private.
It doesn't matter. You're not free to go, right?
I'm not going nowhere.
You are. You're walking away from me. I'm standing right over here. Turn around.
Don't put your hands
Turn
on
around.
me.
Here we
Hello,
go.
ma'am. He talking.
Turn around.
Bro, don't put your hands on me. Don't put your hands on me.
41, come in here real quick. She's resisting.
Now I'm
Turn around.
And look, and you can even tell that she's not even an experienced fraudster. She's not an experienced scammer. Okay. An experienced fraudster and an experienced scammer. We see them on body cam. They may not be very good at it, but they're experienced in doing it and getting caught. Okay. And how do they usually act? Usually the fraudsters and scammers, they may cry. They may say, I didn't do it. They may lie, but they don't fight. They don't fight. They don't resist typically. Okay. Look at this girl. She's trying to fight, resist. Now she's going to get herself another charge. Okay. This is proof. This is not for you. Okay. You need to be a square. You need to go to church. You need to be in the singles ministry. Okay, ma'am, you need to be in choir practice. We need you teaching Sunday school. Okay, we need you doing all that shit because this life right here is not working for you. It's not. And I'm not a religious person. I'm telling you that this life is not working for you. Okay, because you don't even know what to do.
Don't put your hands on me.
Turn around.
Don't put your hands on me.
I'm not playing with you.
Why are you putting your
Turn
hands
around.
on me? Keep doing illegal. You doing
Because you under arrest. When you detained and you under arrest, they put their hands on you.
more illegal. That's gonna come back on you.
Okay.
I'm not even doing nothing.
Can you put your hands behind your back?
Ma'am, we must secure the fraudulent brisket, man. We got to.
No, you're not. You're not. You're being detained. So if you're finding,
Steadily fighting them. Steadily fighting them.
Stop.
You don't do that to nobody.
And keep in mind, this girl isn't big as nothing. Okay, she probably weighed 120 pounds, 130 pounds. It took 2 cops to do that. It took 2 cops to detain her.
They're already illegally holding my stuff after I paid $2,700 for this room. Because I was respecting you, and you have no respect for me. Don't touch me. No policy, nothing. I don't see no policy yet. Show me your policy when you say that.
Like the policy's not gonna stop you from going to jail.
After you put my hand on me.
Let's go.
Like somebody's gonna be running from the back, like, "Hey, hold on, don't take her. I got the policy." That's not gonna happen.
Talk to me. I wasn't here. Let's go figure out what's going on.
He trying to take it to another level because I'm calling my lawyer for the illegal shit I got going on. I know it's illegal. You can't do that.
So you got to give me something so I can actually identify you. Do you have a valid ID or anything like that?
No, I'd rather go to jail.
Right, so
Okay.
we don't have female officer.
There you go.
This one.
And she probably got warrants. She done committed like 3 different crimes, and she probably got warrants. Let's see.
Perfect.
It's fake.
It's a fake ID. Okay, so you're
course.
using a fake name.
Take me to jail.
Huh? She wants to be a Jane Doe. So
Okay.
Yep.
What about the?
Where are the keys? Are the keys still on her?
I like to keep my property.
We will, but you can't hold on to your property back here. Okay. I'm gonna run this license number that she provided. Here's a.
What's up?
She showed me a picture of her license.
So she started walking away. I told she was detained. My dude, I'm not gonna let you choose. Like, there's only one way out here. I said, no, there's not.
That's a fake ID. I don't know.
2110 Madison Drive.
That's her.
2110 Madison Drive.
Hey, look at it. Go over there and see her.
Can you look at me real quick?
Oh, they got her. Man, they got a picture with her. That's her. That's her. Well, is that her? I don't know if that's her now. Nah, the nose look different. I don't know if that's her.
That's my sister.
Hmm?
That's not me.
Okay. So what's your name then?
Listen. Go to jail.
Okay.
So you use your sister's ID. We're gonna go ahead and throw you. You gonna go ahead and throw your sister under the bus?
Okay, but the thing is, we've got to put you in jail under your name, or you're not getting out.
See?
Nobody can bond you out. Just help us help you. You're not looking at some crazy charges right now. We can't prove any frauds going on. We're just trying to figure out who you are. So if you want to have a chance to be bonded out today within a couple hours, give us your real information.
Listen, they can't prove any frauds going on yet. Okay? They can't prove it yet.
If you want to sit in there for weeks and weeks and weeks, because they're not going to be able to bond you out and process you without us knowing who you are, because we're not going to release that. I mean, it is what it is. If you got a warrant, you got a warrant. If you don't have a warrant, then
what are you doing?
They straight up. It's not that difficult.
And if you have a warrant, it ain't going to matter because they're going to find out who you are regardless. This is not the 80s. Okay, this is not, you know what I'm saying? This is not the early 90s where people could give fake names, or the early 2000s where you could give a fake ID. They're going to find out who you are. They got facial recognition. They got all types of different recognition.
You got a wallet in there. If you want us to take your car, do a search warrant, because this is what we can do. We can take your car, get a search warrant, try to figure out if the fraud did actually take place with the fraudulent credit cards, stuff like that. I don't want to take it that far, but we have that opportunity to do that if we want to investigate the fraud and if they really want us to see if it was a fraudulent transaction that took place. All right. Help us help you. That's all I'm asking.
I tried to do that.
Huh?
I tried to do that earlier.
I understand.
Nobody tried to help me.
But from the get-go, you've been lying about your name, right? You're still lying about your name.
Yeah.
You want to be straight up with us and tell us who you are, or are you going to make me keep doing research? Because I'm going to find it eventually. I can't force you to give my name. I can't force you to give your name. It's going to speed up the process a lot if you do. What is your last name?
K-H-A-N.
First name?
J-O-I.
Joy? What's your date of birth, Joy? All right. And what state is that out of?
Jersey.
New Jersey? That's where your ID's out of? Your sister's got one out of North Carolina. Do you have one out of North Carolina? Okay. All right. Do you have a warrant or anything like that you're worried about?
No.
No?
What are you tripping off of?
So
Why is Joy tripping if you ain't got a warrant?
Going on a Monday today?
I feel like what they're doing is illegal, holding my property.
The hotel?
Yeah.
Listen, that's civil. That's nothing we can do.
And I was trying to resolve that. I was trying to resolve that issue. And I could have just left.
Yeah, I mean, you should have been taking the small claims court.
There you go.
If they're going to hold your property.
There you go.
That's
What
all
did you really have in there? What did you really have in that hotel room? Okay, especially if you was over here fooling around with fake credit cards. ain't nothing in that hotel room worth your freedom. I'd have bounced.
But if they in their policies and stuff, they can do that if there's no payment made. Both of your cars, I guess, failed.
No, then I have a receipt for payment.
Well, they're saying you did, so I guess there's some miscommunication.
It's the other person that they were trying to get. He already left.
The guy that you were with, they were trying to get him. They think he's the one that did all the fraud stuff.
I don't understand how you allow somebody to punch a number in. Like, that's nowhere. Not even Walmart allows that.
That's wild.
She was charged with false representation, disorderly conduct, and obstruction.
Oh, so she didn't even get a fraud charge. She didn't get a fraud charge. So really, she could have, if she was cool, she wouldn't have got these last 2 charges. And in that first one, they're probably gonna throw that out. They're probably gonna throw that right out, slap her on the, and this is why people do these type of crimes. This is precisely why. Yeah, she made it bad for herself, man. She didn't have to make it bad for herself, but it is what it is. You know, fraud's not your ministry. Let me know what you guys think. Remember, you can say what you want to say. The only rules are talk like you got some sense and be nice. All praise due to the almighty algorithm. Like, share, subscribe. We on our way to 1 milli, baby. Let's get it.